And Vera, do you like it like that? Yes, we do. And with our soul tribe. Okay, Vera, here we are.
And this
Are
is
you
not
ready?
live. This is not pre-recorded music. This is
Exactly.
live, baby.
Yeah. Okay, here we are. Thank you for joining us today.
Yes.
Happy Saturday to you all. Let's see who is joining us.
That's
Okay.
everybody?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Hi, Sherry.
Nana, Sammy. All right.
Hi, Stephanie.
Thank you for joining us today.
Eric.
This is going to be a very I think
My
something that we
favorite
can all
topic.
relate to. Oh, yes. Because you get a lot of questions,
Hi,
right?
Nicole.
About relationships.
Yes, I
I
do.
mean, we all want to know about relationships, usually, because we want to know where's the one, or have I met the one, or can I get away from this one? Anyway,
that's the truth.
Yeah. Okay. So just a little reminder to you, if you did not know, hopefully you brought your relationship questions today, because we have super chat and everybody wants to ask Vera their relationship questions in super chat. Yeah. Oh, Venus, hello. You
Venus,
too.
if you will.
Okay, so
that's Vera? Like really dating me.
Are you ready to dive?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Dive.
We got the turtle dive and what's your totem now? Is it the bear?
Who?
Yours.
Right now?
Your last totem animal that you found out about. Was it your bear when you were sick?
Yeah.
Okay, bear and turtle diving.
There you go.
Diving into the topic.
Oh, God.
It just sounds weird, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Okay, Chrissy.
Okay, I'm ready.
What is a relationship?
All right. So a relationship is
in one word, connection. That's it. It's a connection between two people.
Hopefully a good one.
Yeah, well.
Because sometimes we don't know and we feel that chemistry, right?
Right.
But there's a reason for that, and we're going to get into it.
Yeah. Because it's really like that's coming from the dictionary. It's a connection. And it's an alliance, a kinship, an affinity for another person. It's a connection between two people. It could be more, but we're talking about a couple pretty much.
Right.
And that's pretty cut and dry.
Yes.
Until
you
add
the factor of
humans.
Yes.
Yeah.
The human element.
Oh my God.
With
Mamma Mia. With all the baggage we have our chart that we wrote on the other side. We have past lives.
Okay. And I used to have, hopefully not anymore, my cell memory baggage.
Of course.
Lots of bags.
Yeah. But it's getting a lot lighter.
It is. And that's how we do it, right?
Yeah.
In our relationships, working them out.
And then our other person has the same thing.
And that's another element to the mix.
Exactly.
That's a lot of luggage.
That is a lot of luggage.
Can be anyway.
Yeah. So we were going to talk about dreams this time, but then I started talking with a client, and then I brought Chrissy in the conversation, and it was about, she was very upset because she had gone to a dinner.
Oh my gosh, you guys, wait until you hear this story. This is craziness. Okay, go ahead.
So she went to a dinner with some friends, and it was a guy friend that she used to date a long time ago, but they're just friends. And he's actually has a fiance. So they went out to a dinner. What do they call it? Dinner?
A restaurant?
No, I know that. But
celebration?
When they have a show, a dinner and a show.
It was a restaurant.
I mean, I know I'm old, but
okay, a dinner show.
Right. And then so she started hearing the way this gentleman was talking to this woman.
Oh.
And she's very nice. That she really loved his fiance.
Yeah.
And his fiance, she said, was rail thin. You could tell that she had anorexia. She wouldn't eat. Well, they had gone to a party before and she did not eat anything. It was actually the girl's birthday, the fiance's birthday party. But this dinner, she actually did eat something.
She did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I guess the guy didn't like it because he likes his women very thin. He likes to feel bones, he said.
You guys, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have to tell you something though. She's already rail thin.
Yeah.
And there's more that he's going to say about her body part on her.
Mm-hmm.
But you could tell that she already had breast implants.
Oh, yeah.
And like a double D or something. But
or more, no,
or
bigger.
more. Yeah, because it seemed like it.
Yeah.
And he wanted twice that. He told her he wanted twice
She's
that right there at the table.
I swear to God, she's so thin.
And a boob lift. I mean, that's really insulting. You know, I mean, saying that basically she's not good enough.
Yeah.
And that's so unhealthy. I mean, the weight issue of how thin that she was.
But it's interesting how people gravitate to each other.
Exactly. You know? And that's where the cell memory and the past life connection comes in.
Hi, Roxanne. Hi, Lori. Purple Blaze.
Yes. And of course, Stephanie, you already said hi. Stephanie. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, before we start, I forgot this part.
Oh, this is so special.
Yeah, I want to thank Erica. I almost said Jessica again. I want to thank I said Jessica again. Erica, she was at our EWA for New Year's, and she sent all of us, because I said Tiger Eye is our crystal for the year, because it's going to do everything for us that we need. And so she sent us all Tiger Eye crystal.
Look at that.
Isn't that cool?
It's really cool.
Thank you so much.
It's really, really pretty.
And Jessica's your name on the other side.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you were saying. Yeah. That's why you kept wanting to call her Jessica. Yeah. That's the back. It's really pretty, really pretty flashes.
She sent all of us one. So that was very, very, very kind of you.
Yes. We love it.
And then you could show them your cute little bracelet.
I know. You got to see this. It is really, really pretty. Let me take this one off because we don't need that. Right. Now, we got to look at this. All right. Can they see? This is this beautiful tiger eye bracelet that a very talented jewelry maker and psychic medium created for me for this upcoming years. Thank you so much, Vera. Isn't that beautiful? Can't wait to get your bracelets out there for everyone.
I know. How long have I been saying that?
Well, it's been quite a year. Yeah. So, but yeah, and this is really great because, like Vera mentioned, Tiger Eye is the gem, the stone, the crystal that we need for 2023.
Oh, so, of course.
Maybe in an upcoming episode, you will share why Tiger Eye is our crystal for 2023. We'll put that on our list.
Regretted it.
He says, been married for 50 years this year. Regretted it.
Yeah.
Too.
But at least you found out that you did. It's not like something, because you have to have these lessons and you keep repeating these lessons until you get it. And that's why, we have these in-betweeners that we talk about. So I don't know. We have to finish the one with the.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Because I keep going off cue here.
So you guys, okay. I have to say, the crazy thing about this is that, I mean, like you mentioned, he likes it to where he can put his hands around the woman and have them overlap on their waist. I mean, their hips. I keep saying waist because hips is unheard of.
I know you kept going, it's not possible.
It's not possible, right? Come on. But I mean, to even want such a thing out of another human being is, I mean, come on now. That's horrible health to be that thin. That damages our other organs when they're not getting enough nutrition. Exactly. But
he's not thin.
No, he eats a ton.
Yeah, she says he has a belly and all that stuff.
It's just not right. And then it's hard to hear that and not feel for her, because that's like, I want to go, snap out of it.
And he was flirting with the staff.
Yeah, he kept saying of her. Yeah, how beautiful the hostess was, and how his fiance was old.
Yeah.
And you could tell that it hurt her feelings.
Yeah.
And it's hard because it's like you don't want somebody to give their power away like that.
Yeah.
And let somebody else control them like that, to where you could see she was absorbing it, because from what we were told, she looked really affected by his statements. But I shouldn't say but there is a reason for all this. There's a past life connection there that Vera's going to talk about.
Yeah, because they were in Auschwitz, or one of the camps. I'm not sure if it was Auschwitz, but he was a Nazi, and he was taking care of the people there, and where the girl was, the fiance was, and he was in charge of feeding them, and so he would starve them. But yeah, he was sick, man. That guy was sick. And he enjoyed not them starving. He enjoyed it.
That was that having that power over them.
Yeah. And that's what it is. It's power. Yeah. There's more to it, but it's gross. So I'm not saying.
It's pretty bad. And now after you explain that, okay.
Makes sense.
And
because he's into bones.
Yeah. And I totally do not recommend anybody going and looking at the pictures, because I thought, okay, well, I'm going to get an image that we could share. And I'm like, Vera, I don't even want you to see this, because it was awful. We really feel for the people that suffered there. Yeah. But anyway, to your point, now I can see why that's what he likes, because that now you can see how his hands could do that around a waist. But it's
not the waist. You keep saying waist.
I don't know why I blocked that.
Well, because it's kind of unfathomable that
it's just
somebody would want that.
It's so horrendous. Yeah. It's like I just keep blocking that.
And it's interesting that they found each other again.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Vera.
But in this life, she was supposed to change that. And he was supposed to change that. But sometimes you just fall right back into the trap.
Because if Vera did not say it yet, I wasn't sure if you said that she was there too.
Oh, I hadn't said it yet.
Yeah. But that's what you had gotten, that she was also there. So it's not like he has that over everybody, maybe, but specifically
her. Wow. Because my client who he dated way before her didn't do that to her. Wow. It's her. It's the fiance.
Wow.
Because he would buy her food and, my client.
And not sit there and give her such a bad time.
Right. So it's the person. It's the cell memory that you have with that person.
It's awful. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well.
And sometimes, like Nana was saying that she stayed in the marriage because she had 6 children. And sometimes you do what you have to do.
Yeah.
But it's like you still don't, how do you say, you still learn from it.
Right.
You still learn from the situation.
Yeah, that's interesting you say that, because
and in the times that we were in, women didn't leave.
Right. Yeah. It's interesting that you say that, because one of the situations, there was a person before Vera that you were helping, and for her in the beginning of the relationship, or the earlier days, I should say, it would have been for her to go. But then towards the very end, it became better for her to actually stay, because like you were mentioning, it was sort of like seeing them in a boxing ring, and she was going to finally be able to, take her power back in that way of being like, I'm not leaving the ring. But that doesn't mean for everybody. I'm not trying to say we should stay and be in it.
You can't generalize, but everybody has their own, chart.
It's and I don't mean in any way to stay in an abusive relationship. I'm just,
and there's no way we could have
symbology.
Somebody asked if we told her to please go and stay away from the guy. We don't. It's my client knows these people. I have no way of getting to the person,
right?
So no, I have not said anything, because I don't know her and she doesn't know me,
right?
So
it's pretty bad.
Oh, okay. So next is, so we have that.
All right.
So if had I done that, you would try to empower them and to look at the situation, about what it's doing to her. But, sometimes, oh my God, I had another one of my students call me that her sister-in-law, she wanted me to do a regression on her sister-in-law because she's anorexic and she feels like a dark entity has attached itself to her. And she wants the dark entity off of her.
See, but that's where the thing comes in of what we believe.
Yeah.
Everybody's got different beliefs. And if they
Right.
don't believe in past lives, or they think it's from something else,
Yeah.
or, you know, or it could be just, oh no, I love him too much, or it's just, it's all sometimes can be baggage to work out.
Yeah. So I told my student, I go, you're her sister-in-law. You can do it. You're closer to her, and maybe she would listen to you more than somebody that she doesn't know.
Right.
You know the ins and outs of it. Well, she just texted me the other day, and she said she does not want to be helped. She's tried everything to help her, and she blocks everything that she's tried to do. So she has to walk away.
Right.
Sometimes some people just don't want to help.
No.
Or they're beyond it so much that mentally they can't accept the help. It's not, I don't want to blame anybody.
Right.
It just, maybe they just can't see the help.
Well,
because of their mental illness.
Yeah. And the great example also there too reminds me of how sometimes we don't want the help because we
can't see it.
Yeah. Or can't see it because we are blinded
and
by
so
something else.
Yeah.
We're so wrapped up. It's like, I love him too much, or I love her too much, or, whatever kind of thing.
Or you have an excuse that I can't do things because I have this.
Right. Right. But the thing is that if we're not learning, if it's supposed to be a lesson and we're not learning it, what happens is it becomes bumpier and bumpier and bumpier because the universe or the other side, or it's basically the universe, right? Is guiding us in such a way that we're going to learn our lesson.
Right.
We want to go on that path to learn that lesson. And sometimes we want to go off the trail because we want to stay with the person, even if it's maybe, let's say, an unhealthy relationship.
Yeah.
But it can be very uncomfortable when the universe bumps us in the right way for us to learn what we charted.
Exactly.
I understand that one. Many of us understand that, it can be. Oh, and here's another thing I wanted to mention too, is that if we don't learn it and we're just trying to get away from the person, but we take it with us, that happens to me.
Because a lot of times people think, oh, if I just find another person, like you said, things will change. No,
yes.
If I just move.
Yes, I did that too.
Change.
I did that too.
I've done that.
Yeah.
You bring your baggage with you.
I did that. Yeah.
Too.
I did that too. I just wanted to mention because I'm like, okay, I am done with bad relationships, or not bad, but whatever. And I've got this new start. But then guess what, Vera? What, Chrissy? You guys, it manifested at work.
Yeah.
Then it manifested in my job.
Yes.
So no matter what, it can manifest in a different aspect of our life, but it's still a relationship.
Right.
And a lot of times we still have to get it. I'm getting bumped over there.
Yeah.
Right. It's a lot of us.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we go through unhealthy relationships to learn until we learn it. And then we can go on and find the one. And my sweet little Sammy and my wonderful Tack don't want to go to in-betweeners. They want to go to the one. Well, guess what? Sometimes you have to go to the in-betweeners because there's things that you have to garner, little pearls that you have to garner from them. And what's a great in-betweener?
Okay, a great example is Austin Butler, the gentleman who played Elvis, thank you. His ex-girlfriend, he credits her, his friend, Vanessa. Let me see that. Yes, Hedges, thank you.
You're welcome.
With getting him or encouraging him to take on that role, because they were together watching or looking at Christmas lights, and he was singing an Elvis song that just happened to come on the radio. In other words, our chart, the universe shows us our path.
Yeah,
right?
I love him too, Stephanie.
And so he started singing this Elvis song, and she told him, you should play Elvis.
Yeah.
And so that's where he got the idea to do it.
So sometimes they push us to follow our chart.
Exactly. They're not together anymore.
Right.
But what a great example of what our in-betweeners, can help us in our life with different
well,
things.
Guess what, Erica?
Yeah.
Somebody had a question. what about parents and divorce? Yeah, that's the same thing. I mean, that's something that we chart to learn from that experience. I know it's challenging to understand that we actually wrote that in, that we wanted to experience what it's like to be with divorced parents, so that we can see what it's like, a relationship that doesn't work, that has to move on. And then you can go into a relationship and don't do that.
Right.
So that you can stay in a healthy relationship.
Yeah. And, we work out our cell memory and our baggage, and we start to release that, and we learn our lessons through different relationships, so that by the time we're ready to meet the one, we don't have to, necessarily learn it in full capacity in that relationship, because sometimes it can be, it can create challenges, right?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I was making gurgling noises.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah. It's
just
hard.
purple light them so that they can see things more clearly. It doesn't hurt anyone. It makes you, it's rightful thinking. It helps you to see things more clearly.
And it works.
It does work.
Yeah. And that's visualizing a color. When you're, you can do it to yourself. You could do it for others. When you're going into a situation where you might expect, or when there might be challenges, and you can visualize this purple light around yourself and around others, so that it goes more smoothly.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
I know it's a sad situation, but that's why I say humans. It's like when you bring that to in the situation, it gets more complicated.
Yeah.
Because your mother has a chart, your father has a chart, you all have the kids have a chart, and it's all mixed together.
Right. Yeah.
So
that's for sure.
Yeah. It's nobody's fault. It's just experience.
Exactly. All right.
Mm-hmm. And what else? And there's some people that say, I'm so upset that I stayed in a situation too long, that I wasted my life. And it's not a waste.
Right.
You finally figured out that it's time to go. And all that time was a learning experience.
Exactly.
Even though it does feel like a waste, but it's not. I promise you, it's not a waste.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Because it's like we have these people that we spend time with, and then it's like it just feels like it was all for nothing.
Yeah.
But it really wasn't, if you look at it through the eyes of your soul's journey,
right,
and your past lives. And this amazing philosophy really helps to fill in some of the blanks with the answers that we're seeking in life.
Right.
Because
and that's why you really have to, be true to yourself. It's not selfish. We were taught that especially my era, girls don't do that. You have to support.
Right.
And then you lose yourself.
God, oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was just going to go there. It's like, because now it's like, even though it's like, oh my God, these guys were like this and that, and it was so awful, whatever. But I don't feel like that about myself anymore.
Exactly.
In the sense that I'm not regretting anything that happened, even though I may have
it was challenging.
Yeah, because through this whole thing, I feel like I've really found myself.
Yeah.
And that to me makes it all worth it, as hard as it was. But when we find ourselves and find that self-love, it just is like, what it's,
or especially
really
if you've been married,
healing.
you had the children, you had you have that, too. So it's not a total waste, is what I'm trying to say.
We find our self-worth, or we find what we do want after discovering what we don't want, all those lessons that are
and involved. All those patterns we have to really challenge ourselves not to keep falling back on, like trying to please people, oh, why aren't you smiling? Why aren't you happy?
Right.
Oh God, I got that all the time.
Yeah.
And I just say, well, I have a resting bitch face. I can't help it.
Right.
We were at Sylvia's lectures all the time. I'd be just leaning against the wall because you're exhausted.
Yeah.
And like, oh, smile. It's not, life isn't that bad.
You're like, you smile.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. It's like we want that perfect world, and we will get it once we're on the other side, but we have to do our time here.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just, it's awesome when we look at it through those eyes, because then we can really see these amazing beauties and virtues and
Yeah.
strengths of our own soul that we
Yeah.
sometimes we lose sight of in life.
Exactly.
It's kind of going to happen, right? Because we have that amnesia effect when we come into life and we forget the other side and how amazing we are.
Yeah.
Power, personal power and everything. But when we find it, what a treasure.
It is a treasure. And then it's really special because you earned it. You know, you
Yes.
feel it, you know it.
That feels good.
See, Stephanie, there you go. We don't give a fig.
No figs over here. No figs being given.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. All right.
Okay. So I don't think we have any super chat questions to answer, Miss Vera, unless I'm mistaken.
No, that's okay. But if you
And
have
that's
any
okay, of
next time,
course.
perfect.
Mhm. Oh,
Wow. Thank you, Vera.
We appreciate it because it helps us to stay online and, you know, on the air, and it helps Spirit to keep drumming.
That's from Zary.
Yeah. You get the song.
Oh, yeah. That's so nice.
Oh, that's
Cat,
so
that's
sweet.
awesome.
Oh, look at that's cute.
You do but what, Erica?
Let's see what she says. Don't want to be forever immortalized in this. That's funny. She's so cute. I can just hear her smile now. We see you, Erica.
Well, you
So
don't have
sweet.
to.
We love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all your support. We love you all. I would start naming everybody, but it'll take a while, right? So, Vera, is there anything else that you wanted to tell our fabulous friends today?
Just be you.
I like that. Amen, sister.
Yeah.
And we'll see you soon.